Hello everyone and welcome to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'm going to be giving you a slightly different video here. I'm not going to be giving you any tips in this particular feature. I'm going to be talking about my mental health, racing and the coronavirus, and how all these things at the moment are just playing with my mental health. I am struggling at the moment, to be honest with you. I'm getting up in the morning, and even though I do still have a little bit of work with some of the clients that I've struck up in my career so far, I still have a little bit of work to do. And like a few other people I know who have got absolutely nothing, I am struggling with it, because if you've been following my work, you know that I've had to go through quite a few surgeries in the last few years, because I had a condition called Ulcerative Colitus where they removed my large bowel, and it meant that I had to have some further surgery that I was always going to have. It was all planned, but going through those surgeries really was a tough mental battle. And the thing that really kept me going during those times was racing, and it was after the first operation I had is when I discovered racing, and that inspired me to take a career in the sport, and I've never looked back ever since. But now we've come to a point now where we haven't had any British or Irish racing for a couple of weeks, and it's just hitting a flat spot really, getting up in the morning, and we can't see live racing in this country. And for someone like me, that's a really big deal, because I love horses. I just love all the aspect of the sport, and to not have racing anymore is kind of really has drained the energy and the enthusiasm out of me, really, to get on with the day. I have found it quite hard, and I know a few people that I've met along the way in my journalism career so far have made the link between racing and mental health, and how racing's been really good for their mental health. So it is a hard time at the moment. I know a lot of people are obviously watching Cheltenham replays, they're going and posting things about like what happened on this day, but to be honest, it's great looking back, but I'm just seeing too much of it, and I'm just feeling sick and bored. I always like what's coming next in racing. That's why I loved it so much, and it really did help me, like I say, get through those tough times. But when we haven't had racing on because of bad weather, equine flu, whatever it's been in the last few years, when we haven't had racing for a short while, I've had other alternatives to get me through it. I'm a massive golfer. I like playing golf, so if that wasn't on, I could go and play golf and enjoy it and get away from racing for a bit. And it is good to get away from racing time to time, but not having it now on a daily basis and not knowing when it's going to resume again is really hard. So I have been struggling at the moment, to be honest with you, when it comes to that. I have other interests that I can do from home. I like family history, so I've been doing a bit of that. Been doing a couple of other bits and bobs. But when like your main pride and joy is taken away from you, and pretty much your whole life, it's really hard. I know a lot of people have got bigger problems to me, that bigger problems than not having racing in their lives. They've got bigger problems to face than not having no racing. But when it's like your career, your passion, it gets you up in the morning, to have that taken away from you, it's really difficult. Now, I have been fortunate. I have been studying up on other parts of the world when it comes to their horse racing. I have enjoyed looking at America, Australia, Hong Kong, South Africa, but to be fair, I did have a bit of knowledge already about those spheres of racing, but I've been able to gain more knowledge. And I've seen quite a few people out there criticising people like me for putting tips up in other parts of the world, and I just think that's not on, really. I'm absolutely driven in my career to go to the very top as far as I can. I really want to be one of the leading players with a major organisation, such as, if the Racing Post does come back again, ITV. I want to get there in the long term. It's my dream and it's my passion, and it's what got me through those tough times. And it's going to these different spheres of racing that I'm learning different bits and bobs about things, and it's going to help me hopefully get there in the long run. So that's really helped my mental health as such, looking at other spheres of racing and being determined to go there. So it is good that we have had some other racing in different parts of the world to get on with. But yeah, when you're stuck at home, you can't go out, you can only just go out for like a local walk or a local run. It has been really frustrating, but hopefully in the next few weeks I'm going to be recording some podcasts with some people about the coronavirus, people within racing, and how the two have been affected. I'll have that to keep me going, but it has been a really tough time for a lot of people, and I know a lot of people are struggling out there. But if we can just talk about the way we feel, I think we'll feel a lot better. And if you see someone that hasn't maybe been as talkative as they usually are, try and chat to them, because I think talking about things makes people feel a lot better. And I know that a lot of you are probably sitting there going, "You're an idiot, Chris, you're just doing this for attention." I'm really not. I just felt like I had a couple of things to really just get off my chest, really, because to be honest, I don't have too many friends from where I live back home. Lots of my school friends and people I knew at college have moved on, moved away, and I haven't really been able to keep in contact with them. And people in the racing world have really been like my extended friends and family, as it were. So to have that kind of not happening anymore, not having racing anymore, it's been really hard. So if you can talk to people out there that you know in any walk of life that you have some kind of connection with, I urge you to try and reach out and have some conversations, maybe have a bit of fun, maybe play a game or something. You can download an app like House Party, have a game, a virtual game or something. Just try and keep your mind feeling good and positive, and getting good energy around your body, and really just feeling great. Because to be honest, I said I've been struggling, but I have had times where like I've had interesting things going on, like looking at racing around the world, like doing my family history, just looking at things really that have made me feel a little bit better. But enough of me waffling on now. Let us know how you're finding it at the moment with the lockdown and coronavirus. Are you struggling with having no racing? Has it really affected your mental health? I know it has for me. Leave your comments in the comments box below. Maybe we could have a chat. I'll try and engage with some of you in the comments box below if you've been having any problems not having any racing. But yeah, I just thought, like I said, I'll get it off my chest and just see what you guys are feeling. So that's all I got to say. Also as well, please subscribe here to my YouTube channel at LuckyLoaders15. You can also follow me on Twitter as well for more links to all my work if you haven't done so already, and we'll be seeing you soon.